This is News 8 Daybreak in high definition.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on News 8 Daybreak, live from Victory Park in high definition. I'm Debbie Denman. Thanks a lot for that, Barb. Cancer, chemotherapy treatments, and teaching a 5th grade class. One lady managed to juggle it all for a year, but now all that hard work is paying off in a very big way. Her inspiring story is up next on News 8 Daybreak Saturday. Don't miss it. Now to an inspiring story of sacrifice and gratitude. Mrs. Peggy Gregg in Grand Prairie loves her students so much she refused to stop teaching in the midst of learning a painful lesson on how to fight cancer. This 5th grade teacher stuck it out, and one parent stepped in to show the ultimate act of kindness.
Get your stuff together just like every day. Good morning.
This is going to be a different day for Mrs. Peggy Gregg, who is quite predictable.
Louise, take your shirt tail in, please.
Her dress attire? Pretty predictable, too.
A Larson sweatshirt and jeans. Jeans and a t-shirt.
You did that perfect.
A down-to-earth 5th grade teacher known for her infectious laugh and for putting on a happy face even when times are tough.
I'm going to ask you something.
Okay.
Can I, before I pamper you, I need to take your hair off. We don't need this anymore.
Okay.
It's a new beginning. Okay?
Certainly.
So, see, it's still beautiful.
Somehow, Mrs. Gregg found the energy to teach the whole school year, despite undergoing chemotherapy and radiation to fight breast cancer. So this day is a much-needed day of pampering.
You're going to feel so pampered today.
Tiffiny Luong wanted to give back to her son's teacher, a teacher who gave personal sacrifice a new meaning. Mrs. Gregg would take off work and undergo cancer treatments 2 days a week and continue teaching 3 days a week.
Basically wanted to have as little disruption in my kids' lives as possible, which, by my kids, I mean my class, which is one reason why I started wearing the wig right away.
Hey guys, we're not doing a very good line here.
And kids will be kids, even during Mrs. Gregg's awkward moment.
Her wig fell off, and everyone was about to laugh, but our principal was there. And so I was the only one that helped her up.
See, it's very easy.
I told my mom what happened, if my mom can do anything to help her.
To help a teacher who could have very easily taken the whole school year off. But she took it one step further and even postponed breast reconstruction surgery until the school year ends.
I needed to not have that run my year or run my kids' year. I didn't want them to, like I said earlier, I didn't want them to remember their 5th grade year as the year their teacher had cancer.
I wanted to pamper you for so long because you've been teaching my kid. So this is my thank you to you.
This grateful mom once owned a hair salon and spa, so Mrs. Gregg is in good hands as she receives a facial for the first time in 15 years. Next, her day of relaxation includes resting her feet. Chemotherapy may have scarred her legs, but it didn't damage her spirit.
I could do this every day.
It's 100% human hair, so it's just like your own. You can shampoo it, you blow dry it, you curl it.
And before she goes back to class, a custom-made wig made of human hair, valued at a couple of $1,000s. Not easily affordable on a teacher's salary, not a problem on a day of pampering.
I know I can speak for Tiffany in saying that it gives us great joy to be able to do this.
Chemo is very tiring, and I'm sure there are days when I just kind of drug in looking like I was just warmed over oatmeal, just kind of got there, and that was all.
Mrs. Gregg walked into class 1 day later with new clothes and renewed confidence.
A lot different? Better? Okay.
Students genuinely happy their teacher took a day off from class, not to treat cancer, but for a day of pampering, which proved priceless.
She deserved it because it's just so hard fighting cancer, because I know people who have fought cancer in the past, and it's not an easy thing to do.
Thank you very much.
It's a great way to end the year, and
That way she can start off next year and have a great life.
So she got all this clothes, and she have to wear for you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
No Larson t-shirts.
No t-shirt.
So who says teachers are underappreciated? Wow, this makes me tear up. This is an inspiring story. I was so happy to be able to tell it. Peggy Gregg has been teaching at Larson Elementary for about 11 years, but a teacher for, more than 30 years. So let's come out and meet her. Peggy Gregg and Tiffiny Luong, thank you so much for being here. I know we all need tissue. This has been a special story, it really has. I'm glad to tell it. What does it mean to you to know that someone, you know, like Tiffiny and everybody came together just to want to give back? What does it mean to you in your heart?
It just was so rewarding, and it just was something that I never imagined, and it has been so much fun meeting you and Tina, and I knew Tiffiny, but getting to know her in a professional way. And so it's just been a wonderful experience.
Well, you look beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
Tiffiny, I know, it was a beautiful piece. Tell me, what made you, when your son came home and said, Mom, you know, her wig fell off, can we do something for her? What made you want to go to that extent? You could have just sent her a thank you card.
Well, in my life, I go through a lot, from refugees to person who are successful today. Miss Gregg teach my kid for all my 3 kids, and also I've been through, have my best friend who's 27 years old died from cancer, and also my son godmother died from cancer. So I go through a lot of my patient and my client, you know, go through all that. So I know how to feel. I don't know the same feeling or same pain when they go through cancer or don't have a house and stuff like that. I go through all that. When he come home and tell me, and I've been volunteer for 2.5 years with cancer and help people look good, feel good, and that was my whole business is. But I didn't realize that the person who you love and know every single day, and my son come home and say, Miss Gregg, hair fall off, and he helped her. And I teach our kids same thing. They go through to know everything about cancer. So I said, you know what? I know Miss Gregg, very private person, but I go ahead and take really brave face and come up to her and say, you Miss Gregg, I have something gift for you if you allow me to do so. When I approach her with the question, I want to make over and make you feel good. The inside will grow, the outside grow the inside. And I couldn't believe she said yes to me. And she started crying. And then a whole bunch of big teachers would tell me, you know, what do you do? But fortunately, I'm so happy to be here and to help somebody deserve it so much. She deserves so much. And I just loved her, and I thank you her every single day, teaching my kid the right way.
Well, Mrs. Gregg, how's that wig holding up? I said, let me see your old wig. Oh, this is the old one.
Yes, this is
the synthetic.
And in this wig's defense, I went in and out of I teach in a temporary, so I went in and out every day about 8 or 9 times, rain, wind, snow, even in Texas.
So that's holding up.
But this one is gorgeous. It has just been so wonderful. So many compliments, even on from people who don't realize that I have a wig, and and everything has just been so much fun. I think the kids are getting used to taking me for granted, though.
Okay. Well, one last thing. Tiffiny, you had you'd retired.
Yes.
You closed your spas and your hair salon because you were so successful. Real quick, how has this led to you now wanting to reopen up a salon to help cancer patients?
Well, first of all, I am all customized. Fortunately, I met somebody in parking lot. I run into a wonderful lady named Tina Yannick.
The hairdresser.
Her hairdresser, and the one who you see on the clips. And she customized my wig, and she was the key I tried to find for 2.5 years. I believe in customized, so I customized Motive Cosmetic Custom Land just for Miss Gregg, because I feel they go through so much. You have to customize everything, and I'm not done with her yet because I'm still customizing her, you know, isotonic cocktail, and also transition with her the whole lifestyle. And not on that, the reason she give me expired. So you know what? I'm too young to retire. So I'm really open to help more people like Miss Greg and help more people, not just cancer. If they want to be beauty outside and healthy the inside, I'm here. I'm 100% help people, and it's going to be open 3 weeks, so I'm so excited.
Oh, congratulations. Thank you so much, Mrs. Gregg.
Thank you.
I'm going to keep up with you after your reconstruction surgery. You look beautiful. We appreciate teachers. You're a hero.
Well, thank you.
And thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
happy Mother's Day.
I know.
Yeah,
happy
so
Mother's Day. She has so many kids. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we'll be right back, and we'll put all that information on our website, the new salon for just cancer victims, those who are living with cancer and want to look beautiful, and also a seminar on how to look beautiful while you have cancer. That's coming up, too, and we'll put that on our website, WFAA.com. We're back in just a moment.